It was October 23rd, a cold fall night for it being so early in the year. I was exploring a supposedly haunted house with a couple of friends, hoping to find whatever everyone was so frightened about. Unfortunately, more than one of us got what we wished for. It was an abandoned manor that was in question this time. People around town always make up stories about old places, but exploring them was nothing new to me. Usually, it was just old stuff, or places where you couldn't hear the cars on the highway. But all of us could tell that this one was different. Two other guys and I would frequently go to all these places of myths and legends, just to show that we weren't afraid of dusty books and last-generation furniture. The most interesting thing that we had ever seen was some old guy's urn collection. It wasn't scary, it was probably just the rest of his family or something. Anyway, we were outside a super old estate. Supposedly, it was been there since the Civil War. From the outside, it didn't look like anything particularly scary, but all three of us could feel something strange about the place. We decided to go in anyways, none of us saying anything to each other about it, but that feeling was still in the air. We split up, like usual, and if someone finds something or needs help, we just use the walkie-talkies. This place was huge and divided into 3 wings, perfect to do a quick sweep of the entire area. I took the north, while the other 2 took the west and east wings. As I started going through the rooms, I knew it was boring and all the same stuff, but I couldn't fight that feeling. I couldn't see it, but I could tell that something was very wrong. As I approached the last room in the corridor, that feeling grew stronger and stronger with every step. I thought about calling the other 2 guys, but something inside me told me it'd be better to go alone. When I put my hand on the door handle, it was cold, ice cold. I stood there, shaking in fear, wondering what would come on the other side. I didn't want to open the door, but I did it anyways. When I did, the feeling went away, somewhat. I realized I could hear my own heartbeat as it slowly faded away. The room was dark, and when I pointed my flashlight inside, it shone no light into the room. I turned it off and closed the door behind me. The room was an office, and it had 3 large windows that let in dim moonlight. The blue glow of the room was offsetting, and it made me look around several times before taking it all in. On the desk, there was a very elaborate box that somehow wasn't dusty, and the chair behind the desk was facing the other way. I couldn't tell if it was rocking back and forth, or if it was just my imagination. Instinctively, I called out, "Who's there?" into the darkness. Then, very slowly, the chair turned around, and a dark figure was sitting in it. Though I could not see him, a voice so terrible that it was burned into the back of my mind spoke. He looked at me. I could not see his face, but I knew that he was staring directly at me. And he said, "I am death."